If Brendan and Bryan had switched bodies like Freaky Friday for a week, what are the things they'd be doing? And who thinks they can act more like each other if they were to switch bodies and convince their friends and family?
I would go around just tapping the shit out of everybody. I'd go around in Austin. I'd be like, look who's in town. That-ang. And I go, just want to throw my weight around. That's what I would do.
Do you think that people would believe you were Brendan?
No, because I'd be giggling too much.
Yeah, they'd be like, why are you dancing all the time? Yeah.
And then what about
prance,
you, B?
I would do some real dirty shit to his wife.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Where she'd be like, what the fuck is going on? It'd be like someone lending me their fucking ZR1. They're gonna get it back. That thing's gonna be
it's
fucked
dust.
up.
Where'd you take it? Off-roading?
Oh, dude, yeah, that thing's gonna be fucked
What the fuck?
up.
The axle's bent? What
Like,
the fuck
what is
this?
happening? What happened? I'm like, then we'll switch
Why?
back. I'm like, thanks, bud. Here's the keys.
Why didn't I think of that? I don't know why. Oh my God! You are an outrage. The mother of my 2 young children. Kids got to go down for a nap, right?
We need the babysitter 7 days a week. I'm like, this week you do.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, listen, that's fair.
You asked.
It's fair. It's fair.
Attractive lady. What
Very
can you
attractive
do?
lady.
I cannot get over what just happened.
She'd be like, why are you renting a babysitter? Why are you always in blackface?
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was our thing.
This is so uncool. Why are you videotaping this? It's for Bryan later. No.
Okay. Here's kind of a thoughtful one. If you had to choose between storming the beaches in Normandy or living out what happened in Lone Survivor, Mark Wahlberg movie, which would you choose, each of you?
Lone Survivor, because Normandy, you lose all your friends. Normandy was hellish.
Normandy was like you're just running towards bullets
Yeah.
and praying to God one doesn't hit you.
Yeah.
It's just total chaos.
And it was-
Lone Survivor, at least I have somewhat of a chance.
Yeah.
I'm dying in both because I don't have the skill set, but Lone Survivor.
Yeah.
I'll take my chances athletically against those Afghanis.
Marcus Luttrell was so broken up and beaten up. Gave all the money that he made from that movie and the book to his SEAL team.
Marcus Luttrell,
families.
you're thinking of American Sniper.
No, Marcus Luttrell was Lone Survivor.
Oh,
American
yeah.
Sniper was Chris Kyle.
That's right. Chris Kyle, his family donated the money too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Normandy is mayhem.
Yeah.
Okay,
What,
here's
that new Chasing Bin Laden doc on Netflix. Ooh wee.
Oh, really?
Ooh wee wee.
I ain't seen it.
Oh,
Really?
it dropped last night. That should make your American dick so hard.
yeah.
Oh, you should watch it.
I will.
It's so
you
good.
get some bad motherfuckers.
Well, they have
out
all
there.
the head anti-terrorism
Yeah.
people. Oh, and they're talking about when they're watching the planes crash, and the head CIA guy goes, "Well, there could be one head for us." He goes, "Okay, then we'll die, but we have to stay here." That's what
Langley.
happens. He's like,
Langley.
"We're in war." He's like, "We're
We're
gonna
in war.
die." And he's like, "This wing's gonna die. That's the plan, but we got to stay here and track it down and do our job." He's like, "That's what
Wow.
everyone signed up for." And he goes, "And nobody bat an eye."
No.
And they were talking about when Bush was like, "I want these guys," and his head guy there at the time,
Go for black.
his head guy at the time was like, "Well, it's going to take us 6 months to, get to Afghanistan and do the thing." And then a guy not even around the table sitting in the back goes, "I'll have flies sitting on his eyeballs in 6 weeks." And he goes, "You're hired."
They called him they called him the eyeball
And he
guy.
took the job.
Yes. He said, sir, because Kofor Black said, I think it was Kofor Black who said it. So
He was the guy not sitting at the
Yeah,
table. He was in the back and doesn't really
yeah,
speak
Kofor
up.
Black said,
And you're really not allowed to.
he said, sir, their eyes they'll die with their eyes open and flies will crawl across their eyeballs.
And George Bush went, "You're hired."
Yeah, and do you know what Kofor Black said to the triple nickel team, the first team that went in? They said, "What's the mission, sir?" And he said, "I want
his head.
Osama bin Laden's head in a
On
box
ice.
in dry ice on my
Yeah.
desk."
Yeah.
And he goes, haha, and he goes, "I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
That's what I want." He goes, "Those are the clearest marching orders I've ever had." You wake up you let slip the American dogs of war.
Good luck.
It's going to be a bad
Nobody
day.
better. And when they knew the Taliban who were protecting Bin Laden stuff were in like the caves in the mountains, they released more bombs there. It was the most bombs they've ever dropped since World War II.
Yes.
And and they all retreated.
Yeah.
We blew them the fuck up. And they thought they got Bin Laden, but they didn't there. Then you know the rest is history.
Yes.
The boys got a hold of him.
Here's a question for both of you. What are your thoughts on the GFL canceling their events in LA, and do either of you think they will ever have an event at this point?
I don't know. That stuff's always a gamble. You know, I think what happened with them is they had a good idea and it gave an outlet to fighters, which I support. But then the amount of money it costs to put a promotion like that on is such an enormous amount of money. And their backer was just, you know, probably seeing all the negativity and ticket sales was like, I'm out, man. And so their funding went away. So they're looking for funding. I bet they'll pop up somewhere eventually, but, you know, it's tough. I don't know. PFL's eating cock right now. Like, UFC's the only one making a profit. So It's a monopoly. It just is. But all major sports leagues are. It's not necessarily a bad thing, even though people want to hate on it.
Okay. Will you guys be attending any Texas football games like Joe Rogan does?
Oh yeah, I'll be going to the baseball games though, because I know the hitting coach for the Texas Longhorns. I have
Oh, really? Well, I want to bring my son.
Does he play baseball?
No, my 3-year-old. He'd love it.
Oh yeah. But for T and Bosty, who play baseball, but they're number one ranked team in the nation.
Wow. Oh, this is not a pro team. This is a high school team?
It's a college team.
This is why you can't come.
Oh,
That's why I
college
don't
team.
want you around.
Not bad.
No, you're not coming.
No, I just want
You embarrass me.
No, but it's for my son.
And you like tell him stories and shit, and then we won't get his stories, you know?
Yeah.
I
Now,
can't.
let me come. What is it? The Texas Longhorns?
Yeah, it's high school. Go to high school.
Let's go, guys.
Brian's going to come in
Longhorns.
on his helicopter.
Yeah.
So that'll
Yes.
be cool.
No, Texas football's number one, and their baseball team's number one.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Brendan, due to the fact that you're moving to Texas and letting Eric and Chris take over Golden Hour essentially, do you have any plans on starting something similar while down in Austin?
I
think you're busy enough.
I would
by
say
the
you
way.
never know.
I don't have any plans. No, I wouldn't launch like another comedy podcast. You never, to Brian's point, you never know, but no, I could use a break, man.
Yeah, I think so. Kind of touched on this in the last episode. What do y'all think of Makachev moving up to welterweight and vacating his title?
I called it a long time ago.
He's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Without the weight cut, he's a real problem.
Okay.
I think also he'll be very strong at 170 in terms of not having to cut so much weight.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, it'll be good for him.
But I also think for JDM, he had the perfect dress rehearsal against a lower level version of Makachev, fighting Bilal. So he's kind of gone through it. Then he has Craig Jones in his corner, who's the Dagestani assassin. Every fighter he coaches beats Dagestanis. He just has that special sauce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.